You came for the pint, but you ended up in Scary Larry's house of horrors. Wrong turn, bitches.
Next time you find someone who needs help, you just help them out. And you give them that coin, and you tell them to do the same for somebody else. I figure as long as that coin keeps circulating, there'll always be somebody out there doing something good for somebody.
Welcome to a brand new episode of The Pint. We are trapped in Scary Larry's House of Horrors yet again. It is Scary Larry's House of Horrors Summer Starts Special. We'll call it that because this is June.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. We're doing this as an insider request for insider Mark. Mark, who is a big fan of Larry. Mark said to me, I want you to do an episode for us. Very graciously, by the way. I'm making him sound like he's a jerk. He's not. And he said, but I would prefer one with Larry on it because Mark is a huge horror fan. He loves Connecticut Cult Classics. And he said his favorite episodes of The Pint are the Scary Larry episodes. I did not.
Can you blame him?
I did not take offense to that because I think Larry is the special sauce that made, like me and Lloyd are a delicious ham sandwich.
Yeah.
But, you put a little bit of
Larry's the mayo.
He's the
hollandaise.
He's the hollandaise. He's the, oh, you know what they have now? I've been using it. I haven't gone to Subway in a while.
Okay.
I just don't like Subway anymore. I used to. And one of the things
not good anymore.
Yeah, it's not good. And one of the things I used to love at Subway was that sweet onion chicken teriyaki sandwich.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
They sell that sauce.
Oh, I've seen the Subway sauces in stores now.
Oh, yeah. I bought the sweet onion teriyaki sauce, and I've been putting it on my sandwiches for lunch. And boy, it makes every sandwich a little bit better.
Yeah, even TBJ. Yeah,
I don't know about that, Lloyd. I don't know about that.
So I still once in a while do go to Subway, but I get the same thing that I've gotten since I was about 7 or 8 years old.
Meatball. Never
changed. That's a good guess for like a 7-8-year-old kid, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but no, it's the same thing. And I'll tell you the full order because it's not long. It's a foot-long tuna on white, extra American, extra pickles, salt, pepper, oil, vinegar.
That's it.
All
right.
That's fair.
I just went to Subway on Monday and I got a tuna myself.
I'll tell you, this is a fucking true story. I was vegetarian for 8 years, and 4 of those years was vegan. And the whole time, the only non-meat thing I craved was Subway's tuna.
Really?
That's it. I didn't crave any other meat the whole time. Just no bacon, which I love. I fucking love bacon. I got a cheeseburger tattooed on my knee. I didn't crave burgers. It just and not tuna, chicken of the sea.
Subway tuna.
What's her name? Jessica Simpson didn't realize whether that was chicken or tuna, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was Subway's tuna. I craved it, and so did my friend Lou. The both of us, when we were vegetarians, always talk about Subway tuna.
So tuna fish is something that, as a child, and into my teens probably, I loved. I used to get Subway tuna. My mom was a very small woman, and she wasn't an eater. My mom made great food, but she didn't eat a lot. She was very, very, very thin. But my mom's lunch of choice was it's like cat food. Would just be like a can of tuna.
Nothing in it.
Nothing in it. Just a can of tuna.
Oil or water?
Water, I think.
Okay.
And then maybe a little lemon on top of it.
Well, usually people who eat it just from the can with no mayo, they
are
usually
hobos. Yeah, I know.
Well, no, they usually opt for the one in oil.
Yeah, I could be wrong about that, but I remember when I lived at home, many an afternoon, my mom would make lunch, and then she would have just like a can of tuna. And so I loved tuna as a kid. Yeah. Somewhere in my life, I lost it for tuna, and I would say maybe even 2-3 weeks ago, Heather had a tuna sandwich or something, and I took a bite of it because I was like, I haven't had this in so long. And I was like, oh, no. I don't know what happened because I liked it. I think it was like I stopped eating it for some reason, and then I just lost the taste for it.
Interesting.
and it's cheap. From what I remember, it was good. It's a good option. And like if I I used to go to Subway and get the tunas all the time, foot-long tuna. If I took a bite of a foot-long tuna, it would probably be an endurance test for me to get through the whole thing now.
That's crazy.
Very
bizarre. I've always liked tuna myself. I go for whatever. The solid white in water is the best. Yeah. I don't think that's what Subway uses, but there's it's still good.
Probably mostly dolphin, if I
dolphin,
probably. And by the way,
dolphin in some form of plastic, like
those 6-pack containers that are wrapped around a tuna's neck.
It's like a turtle with a drinking straw in its nose, or something. I don't know.
We're sweet. Killing ourselves. We're killing the oceans.
I also quite like the way Larry. I don't know if any of you guys have read this, but Roland Deschain. Do you know who I mean?
Yeah, the Dark Tower.
Yeah, he calls it Tudor fish.
Tudor fish.
I love it. Tudor fish.
And a sandwich is a popkin.
Is a popkin. A Tudor fish popkin.
I remember that. Okay. I remember those books. Those are great books.
Yeah, I just finished it yesterday.
First time?
No, third time, I think.
I think I'm due for a reread. I haven't.
It's a lot of novels. It's a lot of reading. Yeah.
There's a lot of reading.
I've been reading the same 300-page novel since January. So a reread of a 8-book series that's like 26,000 pages.
I was going to say by Stephen King.
Yeah, not going to happen. All right, let's get into Mark's choice of films, which is Return of the Living Dead 3.
Start the diesel. All head forward.
My name is John.
My name is Rivermanster.
And I'm Scary Larry.
And so Mark asked us to do the third and final in the series of Return of the Living Dead films. Now, here is a movie I've never seen before, but I will tell you this.
Oh.
This is a movie
saw it.
Upon paying attention to and doing the research on and notes and all that, this is like a cult classic. This is one that people seem to have an affinity for, and I thought that just by seeing, I've seen the VHS cover with Melinda Clarke as the Julia character, all gothed up, all hot topicked up. I knew what this was, but I always just thought this is probably widely considered as like a terrible, bad movie nobody likes. But people like this one. There's Reddit strands. I mean, there's Reddit strands about everything, but there's fan groups out there. So Mark, I'm curious. Maybe you could reach out to us. I'm wondering, was this one you picked because you actually genuinely love it, or is this one that's like to you so bad it's good? But we'll get into how we feel about it. I want to know how you feel about it, though. Released, now this is important, on October 29th, 1993, my 18th birthday.
Yeah.
Woo! My 18th birthday gift was this movie that was never in theaters, as far as I know, and I didn't find out about generally until 38 years, or 30-some-odd years later. Directed by Brian Yuzna. Yeah. Brian Yuzna directed Bride of Reanimator. He directed Silent Night, Deadly Night 4... Initiation, and he directed a film that we all love here that we did on the Pint for the Halloween special a few years ago, Society.
Fuck yeah.
Society with the shunting.
Society, one of the few films that I've shown on both a watch party and in the theater.
It's a crowd pleaser, that one for sure.
Yeah. Coming out on 4K, I just saw announced.
I'm okay with my Blu-ray.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if I need the shunting in that high definition.
Yeah.
I don't. I own a digital version, so whatever. They probably will update that.
I got the 4K that, who did that? Arrow? Was that Arrow?
I don't remember. I have that one. That's the pink, I think it's pink. Yeah,
it's like all the faces melded together.
Yeah.
Brian Yuzna also wrote the story for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So quite a career there. He was offered the job of doing the second sequel to Return of the Living Dead from 1985. Only 2 edicts from Trimark, which was the studio that at this point had this, was number 1, the zombies had to crave brains, and number 2, they had to use 2,4,5-trioxin as a plot element. Otherwise, they said, you don't have to try to make it like kind of comedic as the first 2 were, that kind of black humor thing. You don't have to do that. Just use those 2 elements. Now, here we're connecting to a very recent Pint. As a matter of fact, the last Scary Larry episode, the writer of this film is John Penny. John Penny came up with the idea. He was friends with Brian Yuzna and said, I want to do zombie Romeo and Juliet on the run. Yuzna liked that, so they went with it. He was an editor in a lot of films, but he wrote movies as well. A film called Past Perfect, a film called In Pursuit, and a film called The Kindred, with our little friend Anthony, who likes to hollow out watermelons and live there for a while. It was that was one of our last episodes back in April, so I thought that was interesting that we have 2 John Penny movies right away. Filmed in and around Los Angeles and Santa Clarita, California. 24-day shoot between October and November of 1992. $2 million budget. It made $54,000 in the box office. So
there was a box office. There was a release.
It was released. Yeah, it was released. But yeah, it was. I saw my birthday, October 29th, 1993 is what I used. But I also saw it came out in February of 94 in some places. But yeah, I think a very, very low box office release.
It did not make the top 200 or 300.
No. Yeah, I definitely didn't see it in the theater, and I don't remember there being a theatrical.
No. And there were 5 different teams that worked on the special effects for this, but I picked one out in particular. Steve Johnson, at the time, his company was XFX, and he is a renowned special effects artist. He helped create Slimer and Ghostbusters. He worked on The Abyss for James Cameron and Big Trouble in Little China. I hope he did the effect of the guy blowing up. I don't know if he did, but that's like my favorite effect of that movie. Yep. So there is some production information about Return of the Living Dead 3. Manster, let's talk about the cast of this film.
Shabuya roll call.
Well, we have Kent McCord. Yes, that Kent McCord as Colonel John Reynolds. He is Kurt's father, best known as Officer Jim Reed on Adam 12. Yes. What Adam 12? What Adam 12? I watched that as a kid all the time. In Colonel John Robert Jack Crichton / Jack the Ancient on Farscape. I know you're a big fan of that.
He was John Crichton's dad on Farscape, yeah. Yep.
His first role was in The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet, so he goes that far back. He's done everything. Dragnet. He did Galactica 1980. Sequest, DSV.
Yeah, he's got that like game show host look and voice to him.
Yeah, the very serious. Yeah. Then we have Mindy Clark, she of the cover, as Julie Walker, the emo girlfriend / zombie. So she's best known for portraying Faith Taylor on the soap opera Days of Our Lives and Julie Cooper on the OC. And Candy just happened to be watching it, he wasn't watching it, but she's like, I know that lady. She's on the OC.
Yeah. I remembered her from I never watched the OC, but I remember her being a part of that.
Yeah, I didn't watch that either.
Because I think she's Melinda Clark now. I think Mindy Clark was like back then.
Yeah, she was a youngster.
Debbie / Deborah Gibson type thing.
Yeah, Larry / Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, I thought you were going to say me. I was going to say I don't use Lawrence.
What was your real last name, Larry? I forget what it was.
Dwyer.
Shit. No. Your alternate. I'm sorry. Your real last name is Dwyer. What was the alternate?
I don't have an alternate.
Shafrick? Was it Shafrick?
Shafrick, something like that.
Yeah,
you're so close. You're so close.
Shafrick.
You're right there.
Did you, Lloyd? Did you notice Larry got irritated at me when I brought that up?
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, it's like he's like, John, we said that on one episode. Leave it behind. Yeah, delete the files.
Why we got to live in the past, man?
By the way, Mindy Clark, 3 years younger than I am.
Yeah.
I think everybody's about.
I was gonna say everybody's a few years younger than you, Lloyd.
You might also remember her from the Muffin Top episode of Seinfeld.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was in Entourage, Nikita, Mulholland Falls, and Spawn.
Yeah,
Spawn,
she was Jessica
movie?
Priest. Yeah.
Oh, okay. God, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that since the theater.
Me too. I haven't seen it since the theater, but I remember Jessica Priest, the comic character, being a part of that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Then we have J. Trevor Edmund as Kurt Reynolds. He was in Meatballs 4 with Corey Feldman.
Nice.
Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Never saw that one. He was in Who's the Boss, My Two Dads, a lot of Beverly Hills 90210, a lot of stuff.
I kept thinking, he's the best they could get.
Yeah.
Yeah. That really could have been anyone, I guess.
I kept thinking, I kept calling him in my head Edward Furberger instead of Edward Furlong.
He had the long hair.
He has that dumb in your eye haircut. Yeah.
I used to have that swoop.
Of course you did.
Way back when, I could swoop this. Then we got James T. Callahan as Colonel Peck. in charge of the military facility.
It was driving me nuts, and I had to look up who this guy was today.
The old guy?
The old guy.
He's Charles in Charge.
He's been in a bunch of shit.
He's the grandfather from Charles in Charge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
wow. I don't think that's what I know him from, though. But I know his old face, and I can't place it. I'm going to have to look it up later. It's not Charles in Charge.
I know your old face from somewhere.
I might be able to tell you. Could it have been Dennis the Menace from 1960?
No, it could not have been.
Or Seventh Heaven?
No.
No. All right. He was also a U.S. Army and post-USPS veteran.
Oh, that's where I know him from. He was my mailman.
He was probably your mailman. I don't know. You can't say that anymore.
We can't call him mailman?
No, you can't say that.
Why?
I have a mailman lady, so.
Why? You can't say bomb on a plane. Bomb. Okay.
Then we have Sarah Douglas as Lieutenant Colonel Sinclair, the lady with the exoskeleton plan in the film, best known as Ursa in the Superman 1 and 2 movies. Also in Conan the Destroyer.
Yep.
And Falcon Crest.
That's a show.
Also in Beastmaster 2.
There's no need for those sequels.
Right?
Yeah.
There's barely a need for Beastmaster.
Whoa. Slow your fucking roll there, John.
Wait a minute.
Slow your roll. Beastmaster's a fucking gem.
Excuse me. I just had a sip of my Rhein's Deli pickled Pilsner beer. It's
fucking awful.
You're pretending to like that. It's
less than delicious. Again, if this was a can of just pickle juice with like maybe vodka in it, I would love it, I bet.
Yeah, you're acting like the people that pierce their tongues and say it doesn't hurt.
They could do better. They could do better than this.
Just stop, Larry. You signed a waiver that said I have to say it doesn't hurt to everybody I ever talked to about this.
I had 2. It doesn't hurt. I'll tell you, every other piercing I got hurt. That one did. That one. It's a weird feeling, but it doesn't hurt.
I don't.
Not nearly as bad.
I can't even bite my tongue. I'm crying for 3 days.
Yeah, no, I know.
Did you say not nearly as bad as the nipples?
Yeah, the nipples are terrible. The worst part about the tongue is it swells up so big that you can't eat. Like you cannot eat. Like I had to eat broth for like a week. Like,
yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, then we have Basil Wallace as Riverman. I love this guy. He's a Jamaican actor.
Dude,
he played Eddie's father in Eddie Murphy Raw.
No, fuck that. Dude, Lloyd.
Yeah, Mark
he's the best in the best Steven Seagal movie of all time.
Yeah. Screwface.
It's fucking Screwface.
I know. I knew you were going to go there.
Oh, I love Marked for Death. I know everybody, Under Siege, Hard to Kill.
Well, Under Siege was bigger studio picture, a bigger event movie that he dropped into. Yeah. When you're talking about his like lower level ones, like, or at least like the Steven Seagal 3-word title ones, Out for Justice, Marked for Death. Marked for Death is good. Screwface is a good villain.
Screwface is so good.
Yeah, and then that's got that great. I'm gonna spoil it for you. That great twist where you find out it's twins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because remember, like there was the foreshadowing because like Screwface have 4 eyes. You're like, what are you talking about? He's got glasses.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's 2 of them. Motherfucker.
Yep.
and that Danielle Harris. Danielle Harris is in.
Oh right, she's his sister's daughter or whatever, right?
Yeah, most people would call that his niece, but whatever.
Yeah. Whatever you say, Shafrick. And it is Shafrick. He's lying to us, Lloyd. It's Shafrick.
It's not. I'll never tell you again.
I'm gonna find the episode. I'm gonna dig through our episodes to find it.
Basil Wallace was also taught at the Lincoln Center Theater for like 10 years. So you could tell the way he acts. He's definitely a theater guy.
He's a level above everybody else in this movie.
Yes.
He's so intense, but in a good way. I know I'm just going to jump ahead to it now. That whole scene where he has the fatherly talk with the kid about like pursuing his dreams to be in a grunge band. And the kid's like, do you really think I could do it? I was fucking laughing so hard because he was so earnestly acting, when he gives him the coin and everything, it was so corny, but but it's
almost too much. It's not his fault.
Right.
You almost wish he would have played it down. Like, can you act a little bit worse?
Yes.
Is that possible? Can you back off on the talent a little bit in this scene?
Read the room, realize where you are and who you're with, and maybe bring it down to their level. Because you're doing great, but you're doing too great for Return of the Living Dead 3.
Too great.
Yeah.
Too great.
Yeah, this is like you're doing like a fucking scene with Brando right now in your head, but you're really with the fake Edward Furlong.
Yeah, you're with Edward Furlong.
You're with fake Furlong.
Yeah.
And then I'll give you one more tie-in to Steven Seagal.
All right.
Pia Reyes as Alicia Kitsing. Any of you guys know who that even is in the movie?
I'm assuming she's the Asian girl who's with the Mexican
the only
guys.
other female.
I was going to say she's the only other female in the fucking movie.
Yeah, she was a female gang member. Also, 1988's Playboy Playmate of the Month.
What's Seagal movie was she in?
On Deadly Ground.
Oh God!
Which one's that?
God. The one where it's in Alaska and it's, Michael Caine is the bad guy. It's awful.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
No, I never saw that one.
Oh, it's terrible. It's
but I'm
awful.
not surprised Michael Caine's in it. Frankly.
Oh yeah, Michael Caine. He did Jaws 4. So
yeah, I still love the story when they asked him about have you ever seen it? He's like, well, paid for my house.
Yeah. No, his quote was, "I've never seen it, but I've seen the house it paid for."
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
God bless you, sir.
It's awesome.
All right, so that is the cast of Return of the Living Dead 3. This is a sequel based completely and only on the fact that trioxin 245 is a thing in this universe. So we start off, we're at a military compound. It's like the beginning of this movie is like the beginning of Jurassic Park, basically, where it's a bunch of scientists and they have this specimen of a corpse that is wearing Sean Connery's uniform from Zardoz. You know that giant
is
diaper?
that what he wore? Yeah.
It looks just like that.
But it also looks like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
It's very weird. And the kicker is he was a homeless guy. He's a homeless dude. And they hired him as a homeless guy. I don't know how they found him but he started making demands. Like he wanted to be
I need a trailer, God damn it.
He wanted to be brought to the set in a limo every day. And they had to kind of tell him to slow your roll. Yeah. But yeah, so we have a corpse.
He's a better actor than most of the cast.
He's pretty good.
He was all right. He was definitely all right.
He's pretty good. So
he should have had a scene with Screwface.
Yes,
right.
Yeah, that would have lifted stuff up a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be working on him. We see barrels of trioxin everywhere. We meet the father character who is the captain, or what is he like? A general?
Colonel John Reynolds, yeah.
And he and the Sarah Douglas character are two people that are trying to be in charge of this science project that is involving trioxin. His idea is to use the trioxin to reanimate corpses and to basically send them out on the battlefield. And then they have this special gun.
The freezing gas.
Freezing gas.
It freezes the brain.
Right. You hit it in the head with a bullet or a special bullet, and it freezes the corpse again, and then they could be thawed out and redeployed. Sarah Douglas's character has a different idea, Larry. What does she want to do? What's her whole deal?
She wants to encase the zombies in a steel exoskeleton that they can she basically wants to put them inside of like a weaponized forklift or something. Yeah. And I just keep picturing Sigourney Weaver and Aliens, like in the thing, like in the big machine thing. But that's kind of what she wants to do.
But when you see it in the end, you realize it's just not that.
Yeah. The effector or the build of that contraption is not super. Yeah. What's the word? Impressive for sure. Manster, so they reanimate his corpse and all hell breaks loose, right?
Yeah, well, he starts shaking. I kind of liked his reanimation. You know, it's pretty good.
The effects in this movie are good, period.
They're good.
Right off the bat.
That guy's practically a corpse himself.
Yeah.
So he's very effective as a corpse. But yeah, he starts twitching and shaking. Of course, the daughter or the son and his girlfriend, have sneaked in this high-tech facility, so easy to sneak into.
The security. The security in this
MP is he's on a motorcycle with his fucking Hot Topic girlfriend. He's like, hey, here to see my dad. And MP's just like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? This is a fucking military installation.
Oh, wait, before we get to the reanimation, does licking a access card like that really do something.
I've never had that type of access card. I used to blow into the Nintendo cartridge.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. If you blew into the Nintendo cartridge, it worked.
Yeah,
It would stop flashing. Before the reanimation, we meet Kurt and Julie. They're teenage lovers.
They're like at a beach, and she's setting her hand on fire.
Right.
Yeah.
She likes pain, apparently.
Which will come into play later.
And his dad is this colonel, and he stole his key card.
Yeah.
Because at one point, the dad can't get into the room for the reanimation. He has to use one of the MPs because he misplaced it, which I would think right off the bat, they would be like, look, I don't care if you're a colonel or not.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, you don't just hand your key card over.
Hold on. One of my favorite parts, and I don't know if you caught it, right around this time when the fucking old guy is talking about trioxin, like when the zombies first started, he mentioned the 1969 breakout.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly. I know where you're going.
Night of the Living Dead. Russo, who wrote Night of the Living Dead with George Romero,
Right.
is the one who created Return of the Living Dead. Why he got the Living Dead name and George didn't, to just of the dead, and John Russo kept the Living Dead.
I like how he said they used that gas as a weapon against the war on marijuana.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they mentioned that in the first one, don't they? They mentioned that it was used on crops or something.
I think so.
I think when the two guys and the employee and the James Karen are talking,
and Tom Matthews.
I think he says something about that. So I think that's a little, more of a tie-in.
Yeah.
But yeah, they reanimate this corpse, but he breaks free from his chains. Meanwhile, up in the rafters, the very easily accessible rafters that you can see all this shit happening,
Right.
the Kurt and his girlfriend are watching all of this, and it's just a melee. It's an absolute melee. The guys in the suits are getting ripped up by the zombie.
Probably like bites like half of his hand off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, they shoot him in the head the first time he starts getting.
That's right.
They shoot him in the head when he gets all twitchy.
Yep.
But it only freezes his brain for like 30 seconds.
Right.
So that was the thing. This guy, his plan didn't work. He thought it was going to work. He was like, "Oh my God, they're supposed to stay frozen for much longer." This one woke up too soon and just started fucking smashing everybody into the walls. And these aren't your typical Walking Dead zombies who just want to take a bite out of you. These guys get violent. They fucking smash into walls and they use weapons. And they're special. Yeah,
and if you basically the rules in this universe are if you get bitten, you turn, which is the rules in a lot of them. But like if you get bitten, you turn. But also
these ones can't be killed.
Can't be killed. They're immortal, and also you don't have to get bitten to be turned if you absorb trioxin as well, which is what happened in the first movie, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we get the cool barrels with the corpses in them from the first film. As all this falls apart, they finally are able to subdue him, and Kurt and Julie are almost caught, and they get away. And they get out into the night and take off on Kurt's motorcycle.
They go back to Kurt's house and fuck. You can't not talk about titties.
They show her titties a lot towards the end, but mostly when she's a zombie. Yeah.
Right. So I prefer the
earlier
pre-zombie titties.
Yes.
Now, I don't discriminate. Zombie titties, good titty. But
I feel like zombie titties were probably a prosthetic, right? It wasn't real
I don't know.
Yeah,
her zombie titties had nipple piercings, though. So
yeah, true. Yeah.
So they're screwing. Dad comes home because he got cussed out by the president. Or,
he got transferred.
He got transferred
and immediately.
He's like, "Hey, son, we got to go to Oklahoma City." I don't remember.
Yeah, I think so. Sounds right.
It's like we and Kurt's like, "You know what, Dad? This time I'm not going." You get military kid, probably transferred around his whole life.
Yeah.
They'd only been there for 6 months, he says.
Yeah, and he's like, "I got friends now. My girlfriend's kind of a whore.
I'm going to join a band as a drummer eventually."
Stone Temple Pilots called some Scott Weiland guy. He's like, "I'm not going." And he's like, "Yes, you fucking are." And he's like, "Nope." And he's like, "I'm staying out here, and me and Julie are fucking starting a band together, whatever." And they jump on the motorcycle, and then what happens? What happens, John? Because she's grabbing at his cock on the motorcycle. Never a great idea.
No, he's trying. First, they show it once where he kind of has a little bit of a dip on the wheel of the bike moves a little bit, and then she starts trying.
A normal person would have been like, "All right, I'm going to stop grabbing the cock." Cause...
Right. Well, and even like as a horny dude, you might be at that point like, "Hey,
let's pull over."
let's pull over or take your hands off my dick for 2 minutes because you're about to get hereditaried. And by that, I mean, the bike crashes and she flies fucking through the sky into a fucking telephone pole and just cracks her neck and dies. Yeah. He wakes up, he gets up and he freaks out like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This leads to him, you know, we see the wheels turning in his head and we know what he's thinking, right? Yeah. He just saw a corpse being reanimated. He has his dad's key card. The funniest scene in the fucking movie.
He's just gotta knock it down.
The funniest scene in the fucking movie is when he drives up to the guard station again with her weekend at Bernie's.
That's exactly what I
back of the fucking bike, dead, laying up against him, and he's like, here to see my dad. His dad has been fired or transferred. Yeah. But the guard...
His dad's key card is probably inactive at this point.
Yeah. They let him in, and Larry, he suits up. Now, this is why he doesn't become a zombie. He suits up in a full-on Tyvek suit. He's got the fucking... Yeah, he's got the mask on and everything, and he sets her up, and... Except, here's the problem. In the first scene, when they used it in a controlled environment, they hooked up the barrel to a hose, and they just kind of like used the hose to sprinkle the trioxin gas over the guy's face. He uses a fucking, like, I don't know, a speculum or something to pop the lid off of the top of the trioxin barrel. Manster,
it's a barrel with a corpse inside.
Right.
With the trioxin gas
we're going to have to talk
spilling out. Yeah. So it works. It reanimates her.
The corpse looks pretty fucking cool.
The corpse looks cool.
He's attached to...
fuck was that laughing sounds that thing was making?
I don't know if I noticed that.
How could you not?
I more noticed like skull.
Like screechy. Yeah, he was attached to like his rib cage, like his head was
right.
And then there was of flesh.
Yeah, no, it looked gnarly, but it was like Yeah. You didn't how could you not hear that?
I honestly must have just been so engrossed in what was happening.
It was the strangest fucking sound. I'm who put this in here? Why are these noises in here? I don't know. Maybe it's the copy I got. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't happen. But he sounds like fucking. I'm gonna make a analogy that you're not gonna understand. It sounds like the guy Ray Capo from this band Youth of Today. That's fucking how he used to sing. All
right, I didn't get that, but I hope someone out there does get that.
I doubt it. Kind of doubt it, but
so she reanimates.
Yeah.
She comes back to life. She's very confused. She's
also horny already.
Immediately, right?
Immediately horny.
Yeah. He basically gets her out, and they go back to get away from the from this compound again. The zombie kills another one of the MPs, and they escape again. And then we get the part of the story where she starts to realize what has happened. She's alive again, but she's like, my neck.
Well, she
really
can't figure out why she's hungry.
Right, and she's very hungry.
She's
and
starving.
In pain. A lot of pain and a lot of hunger.
So Kurt decides to stop at a
7-Eleven.
This is my best part. My favorite part.
Wait. He doesn't decide to. She tells him, "Motherfucker, I need food," because they're on the run, and she's like, "I'm very hungry," and he's like, "We got to keep going," and she's like, "Pull the fuck over!
Yeah,
I got to eat something."
Yeah, I don't pretend to know Mexican gangs intimately, but I don't think they're as engrossed in video games.
I would hope not.
This one sure was.
Like, I mean, they were, except for the one Asian girl, the Mexicans were like, fuck, if you don't shut the fuck up, there's no way he would have reached this level if you were fucking with him. Like, do you think like El Chapo was like a big Street Fighter guy? Like, is it like a Mexican gang thing to be that big into, and you're at a store that you're obviously planning to rob, but you're gonna like, we're gonna spend a half hour playing Street Fighter first.
You gotta warm up.
Which this always pisses me off too. I hate when movies have a video game and play like noises from a different video game.
Oh yeah.
Like that drives me crazy. Like I remember there was one scene in Fast Times at Ridgemont High where somebody's playing like asteroids and like the Pac-Man dying sound happens. I'm like, no. Yeah, I'm like, no. That's wrong. And this was the same. It's Street Fighter and it's like all sorts of like Galaga sounds going on.
Hubert.
I'm like, there's no fucking lasers in Street Fighter, you assholes.
Dig Dug.
Yeah.
Spy Hunter.
Yeah. Fucking Burger Time.
she goes right to the hostess.
Yeah.
Like
Which
section.
that's a good choice.
Here's the problem, though.
Yeah, but that's not going to satisfy any. I mean,
Well,
you could eat 10 of those things and you're still hungry.
But she goes right for fucking snowballs. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Coconut.
Oh,
no.
those are the coconut marshmallow things.
No.
Yeah, I don't like those either.
She spits them right out.
Yeah, she's spitting them right out.
Yeah.
Clearly, the Asian
She
store
needs a
owner,
fucking Slim Jim.
Yeah, the Asian store owner is very concerned about like all this stuff happening in his store.
Yeah, about the Mexican gang playing Street Fighter.
Why was the leader of the Mexican gang like 2 decades older than the rest of them?
I don't know.
Was he like their dad too? It's like I didn't get.
I don't know. SA
older cousin.
Yeah. So they end up running afoul of this Mexican gang.
They should have got Isai Morales for that role.
I think he had better things to do. I think he had better things to do.
All right.
But yeah, they run afoul of him. They get into a fight, and then it eventually all downgrades to a robbery.
Yeah,
and then
shooting.
While Julie's like shoving everything in her face, they run off. They stop. They were so concerned about this fucking game, but just drop it. They just drop the fucking game, and the one hops behind the counter and just starts looting the fucking register. While the Korean guy is yelling at them about eating all the fucking food before paying.
Yeah.
And then the Korean guy pulls out a gun and he's just fucking aiming it at everybody. And then let's just call him El Chapo. He grabs the gun and there's a tussle. And then the Korean guy gets shot in the stomach.
It's one of those classic movie tussles where the gun gets tussled with, and then it ends up going down, and then we hear a shot, and we don't know who's been shot, but then the Korean guy, but he's alive. He's like, someone get me to the hospital. They take off with the money, and then he goes out, and they're trying to steal.
They steal a van.
They steal the van because the bike has been knocked over by the gang members.
No. The bike was shot in the side mirror.
Oh, right.
El Chapo shot the bike in the side mirror and rendered it unusable.
You can't use it. How can I drive safely without my side view mirror?
I can't possibly.
I can't change lanes.
Have you ever seen me try to drive this thing when a girl's touching my cock?
Yeah.
Imagine trying to drive it without a side mirror.
I'm all over the road when my dick's getting touched. Yeah.
Forget it. So yeah, he tries this. He steals the van, and then the Korean guy
gets in with him.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, the hospital's a few blocks away. Take me." Motherfucker, call the police.
Dude, one of the other funniest scenes in this movie is when he says, "Here are the keys, take me to the hospital." And then the cops show up, and then he says, "Let me go with them."
Let me go with them. Your girlfriend's still eating all my fucking ho-hos.
But did we mention that she bit one of the gang members
on the way out
as they were fleeing? Yeah.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's her first taste of human flesh, too. That's where she starts
and
to realize.
Can see she fucking dug it. She's like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So
another one of my favorite parts, though, while they're driving, now they're getting chased by the cops. And the cops are just fucking shooting at them.
Yeah.
Like it's no big deal. Cops are just fucking unload. They're like, oh my God, we gotta go. The Korean guy opens the back of the van to tell the cops, hey, I'm here, and they fucking shoot him right in the head.
Shoot him dead right there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yep.
Oh, God,
and then she eats him, right?
Yeah. So that's cool.
She's like, brains.
Yeah.
This is it. I figured it out. It's like one of the only times they say brains in the movie, which is a little bit of a bummer. Like,
yeah,
these movies are about brains. Like,
Kurt really loves her, man, because he sees her do a lot of fucked up stuff, and he's all for it.
Like eating the Korean guy's brains.
He fucks her later when she's dead.
Yeah,
like we all know she's dead. She's dead.
That's against the law.
It's super against the law.
You can't do that.
Riverman, who we'll get to, touches her and says, "Oh, she's really cold," and then 10 minutes later, Kurt fucks her.
He's fucking her. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So we have another Malay. The Korean guy turns into, I don't know if he's even Korean. He's Asian. He turns into.
They said it's South Central. Most shop owners in South Central are Korean.
Okay, fair.
He had a great look too, though.
Awesome.
His half head from like the front. Oh my God, so good.
Yeah. The effects in this movie are spectacular. Yep. They now escape again. Yeah. The gang is chasing them.
Yep.
So we have a whole thing.
Because he's bit and they want to get back.
Right.
Yeah.
And they end up at like some bridge and the river area. And, she's basically like, look, I don't know what's happening. I think I'm dead. You told me I'm dead. You brought me back. I don't know why you did this. So she jumps from the bridge.
Yeah.
And he goes down to find her. In the meantime, he meets Riverman, who is this like guy who lives under the bridge downtown. He
Can't find a Riverman.
Yeah. Riverman being who we talked about earlier as he talks like this the whole time. And he's very intense. He's probably very intense because he lives in a pump room of a sewage plant. But they find Julie's body, Master,
pretty
right?
Sweet crib.
Yeah, it isn't bad at all.
Well, so she's getting very emo, right? And she's got a hunger for brains. Did she stick herself with a pin yet at this point?
The pin isn't the first thing. I think it's an old rusty screw. Or, I'm sorry, a spring.
The spring came a little bit later.
I thought the spring was like the first thing where she's
that's okay. That's a little further on. But she's getting very emo and she jumps off the bridge into the viaduct below.
Well, at some point she's realized that the pain helps, like hurting herself.
Yeah, forget the hunger. Yeah.
Helps. Yeah. So I don't remember when it happens, but at some point she becomes what you've seen on every VHS cover. I don't even know how to describe it. She's just all pierced up and she's got like hunks of metal sticking out of her hands and her fingernails and like what looks like shards of metal or glass, all on her forehead. And I mean, she looks pretty badass. Like that would be like if I was into cosplay, like I would do that. Like I'd be like, yeah,
I'd pay to see that.
Yeah.
Me as her. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it up. Let's go.
After she jumps, then the Riverman, that's where you first see Riverman, and he sees her floating down, and Kurt is down there, screaming for her, and that's when he says, "Oh, she's dead. I've seen this before. She's dead."
She has one of the weirdest lines too in this part is where they find her and Kurt wakes her up. Like she's not waking up and he slaps her and she spits like water out like she drowned. She's basically like lamenting like that she doesn't want to go on. And she says, "I'm so lonely."
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, Kurt, that sucks for you, man. Cause you've been there for her the whole way. And she doesn't give a shit. So they go chill. The gang members show up. The Asian girl gang member says, "Your ass is grass," which when I was in third grade was like that was a big one.
That was big time. Yeah.
That was big time.
You knew it was fucking on.
I gotta leave school right now because that kid said my ass is grass, and that means I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
That's even above your cruising for a bruising.
Cruising for a bruising leads to your ass being grass.
Yep.
It's way above.
Yeah.
Yep. I almost choked on this pickle beer.
Manster, I want you to. So they get in to Riverman's abode. They're hanging out. I want you to talk about the very like father-son discussion that Riverman and Kurt have about Kurt's future and all that.
Yeah, because Kurt wants to be a drummer. He doesn't know that he wants to, be with a corpse for the rest of his life, but he's just figuring it out, just like Lloyd Dobler does in Say Anything.
That's right.
But yeah, he goes into this whole thing, and then he's like, it's just stupid, because he's got his dad in the back of his head, and, he's just thinking what his dad would say. And Riverman loves it. He's like, "Damn, man, that's totally a great dream. You could totally be a drummer. I love it."
I love, so these are two people that have just met 6 minutes ago. Riverman is probably like a syphilis-brained hobo who's out of his mind. And Kurt says, when he says, "I think you could do that," Kurt goes, "You really think so?" I'm like, this is so fucking dumb. This is so stupid. Meanwhile, over in the military science end of things, the chick from Superman 2 has gotten the father, who is still, it's been made, he's going to be transferred, but he's still in charge until 9 a.m.
Right.
His boss is giving him that courtesy.
She should send him to the Forbidden Zone.
Exactly. She should put him into the Forbidden Zone. So she gets him, she ends up getting him taken off and her put on. And she says, "There's no more discrimination. We're going to find like whoever this zombie girl is and we're going to terminate her." And the father's like, "Well, my son's out there."
How do they even know there's a zombie girl? How they know they're in the sewers?
I think I don't
know any of this.
I don't know.
Let's not bring logic into this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's keep the logic.
Be fair to yourself, Manster.
Yeah.
So the father grabs a gun and his troops actually follow him, and he's like, "We're gonna go find." So now we've got them inside the pump station abode,
Right.
the gang chasing after
Mexicans.
them,
Yep.
and then the military also trying to find them, and it all comes into a big confluence. Larry, what happens here?
I just remember that at some point she ate Riverman. Yeah.
No, that's too
That's
far
a little
ahead.
bit. That's a little bit. Master, do you remember how this all plays out?
Yeah, they all come in, like the gang's coming in, and we don't really know.
Oh, it's the gang part. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
we don't
All right,
really
it's-
know what the cops are doing, but the games make their way in and they see him, and then all of a sudden, there's the big reveal. The little side closet door opens up, and we get
And of course, there's like red smoke behind her. Like,
it's a good scene, a full view of Julie, and she's got, oh man, shit everywhere. She's got a whole row of nails and spikes going through her arms. She's got glass shards sticking out of her head.
yeah, I don't know how that works.
I don't know how she did that, but it's amazing.
They
She's got
showed
a
her.
chain going in and out of her
Oh,
neck.
right.
Yeah. They
cut
showed her. They
splits.
showed her doing some of this stuff. Yeah, she has the chain that's going in and under her skin around her neck.
Yeah.
She's got like a blade sticking out of her hand. And at this point, when she does come out, is when the gang is going to
there,
really.
that's right.
The gang's going to like kill everybody. They're drowning Riverman in like an inch of water.
Yeah.
They're drowning Riverman, and they've got a gun to Kurt's head. And she comes out and just fucks everybody up.
Well, first, no, the dude,
Asian tries to go up the.
The Asian girl tries to go up the ladder.
Yeah,
and she
starts
cuts her
scratching
leg.
the fucking leg up.
Yeah.
but before all that, the older dude, the grandfather of the
Chapo.
gang,
Chapo.
he goes in there, Chapo, and he goes in to fuck her. Remember?
That's right.
They have a face to face. He's like, I like that style. And
I like the
she's like, you like it? Come back here with me.
That's right. And then you hear him screaming.
Yeah.
And
I don't understand the science behind what
So
she did to him.
She emerges from that room, and you just see, she got her head down. You got this red smoke in the background, and it pans down her hand, and she's carrying his head with his spine still attached, but it's been pulled forward out of his body, but not completely.
It's
so
like
his body is trailing behind, but still attached. It's phenomenal.
It's
It
awesome.
doesn't make sense though.
It's
Yeah,
like
but
she
it's
grabbed him by the top of the head and yanked, and instead of it coming off,
Right,
it just came up.
Yeah,
and
it
then
just came up.
And so now, so when
He's got like an extra foot for his neck, an extra foot long.
and when he eventually becomes a zombie, which they all do,
Yeah.
he's now walking around with like an extra foot or two of spine sticking out and his head on top of it.
It's so good.
They're breaking into the room. Kurt is so close to Riverman in 10 minutes because Riverman's like, you guys go and Riverman is like, we'll go, fuck her.
Yeah,
we're not fucking around with her. She's dead, dude. And Kurt is like, we all leave or no one leaves. Like he's like, we're a family.
Oh, I know. Kurt wanted Riverman to take Julie with him so that he could hold the zombie, the attacking group back.
And that's what happens. Riverman picks Julie up because she's passed out at this point, and he takes her through into to escape. Kurt finally, the gang who have all been turned to zombies at this point and are all also burned because Riverman broke a steam pipe. So the zombie effect is really cool. They're all like melted.
Yeah.
He finally gets away after they break down the door. The military shows up and starts to shoot all of them with the freeze guns. And when Kurt gets into the next room of the passageway of this sewer, she's eating Riverman.
That's what Larry said.
Yeah.
I skipped over all that. And
We caught up. Riverman has now been eaten, and the military come in and pop Julie with one of these freeze bullets, and everybody ends up back.
Which I like. I like that Kurt's father got fired because what he had come up with just didn't work, but it's what they're using
Right.
to get all the zombies under control.
Under control, but not the final.
Right.
The final thing is what we're going to see now.
But I mean, what he came up with obviously has uses.
Oh,
So
absolutely. Absolutely.
Maybe give him his fucking key card back. All right. Maybe tell him he can stay. He can stay in South Central.
You could stick around.
Yeah.
Am I remembering right? Didn't Kurt let his father shoot Julie?
Yes, he steps aside finally.
Okay.
And
So
Julie, I think Julie at that point also
he's lost that love and feeling then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Not really.
I think Julie actually has a target No. That was the guy earlier. Forget that.
Yeah, that was the corpse.
Right. So yeah, he steps aside. The father takes her down, and they all end up back at the facility. The father is talking to the son about like, look, we're going to move on and everything's going to be okay in Oklahoma City. So then Kurt breaks free because he wants to see Julie one last time, and he ends up in the experiment room. Manster, what's this all about?
It's just filled with different zombies and different things and like different types of, I guess, weaponization, attached to them. And he goes through a bunch of rooms. I forget if you guys remember any of them, but he eventually comes across Julie, just sort of
in a
naked.
cage.
I think she's naked, right? She's chained up and she's
Naked
topless,
in a cage.
and you get just one more scene of
Did they explain?
movies.
Did they explain at any point why she still has human facilities?
They did say, I don't know that whole end of it, but they did say early in the movie, I can't remember why, but for some reason she wouldn't hurt Kurt because when she turned, she was like imprinted on him. Do you remember that?
What is this, fucking Twilight?
Yeah,
I don't remember. I don't know.
They said something along the lines of, he's safe because when she turned, he's familiar to her because she never does try to eat him ever.
Nope.
He fucks her. She doesn't eat him.
Right.
I mean, you would think that's very vulnerable, So Larry, I thought of you with this one actor when Kurt is in there and the shit starts to hit the fan again during this whole thing. Who did the guy, the lab tech or doctor, look like that starred in ER?
Oh, Anthony Edwards.
I thought it was Anthony Edwards at first.
Yeah.
And by that I mean I fell asleep the last night when we were watching this, and I woke up in that end scene. And when I woke up, we're on the couch. I leaned over to Heather. I said, "Is that Anthony Edwards?" And then
we're like, Gilbert.
You fell back asleep.
And then I finished it today, and I went, "That doesn't look like Anthony Edwards," but
that's not Gilbert.
kind of in the same range.
Rest in peace, Ogre. By the way.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Oh, and Lewis. Oh.
Yeah. We're losing the nerds at a shitty rate here.
Yeah.
So, Larry, we now find out Riverman's fate and the Sarah Douglas's characters, like, huge idea. What's happening with him?
He's in an exoskeleton of some sort. It's weird, man.
It looks like a halo, like when an NFL player.
Yeah, it looks like when you break your neck, like you're in the fucking. But I mean, his whole body is encased in like steel, and there's some sort of a switch on the back that turns him on and off.
Yeah.
Right. Like
it's like one of those
kind of switch
toggle,
you see in like
toggle
Frankenstein.
clip.
Like like when it's time to turn the power on, the big fucking. Yeah. It's bizarre. It's kind of anticlimactic, really. I was expecting, I don't know, maybe something a little bit better.
Effect I did like in that, I didn't love that suit, but an effect I did like in that is when he finally goes buck nutty and starts to like kill everybody, and it's just a mass of like confusion of what's happening here. Trioxin barrels are opening, zombies are coming out of them, but when he comes to life and Anthony Edwards use a shotgun to start shooting at him, like when his arm gets blown off, his hand still works. It's attached to the exoskeleton, so they kind of were referring to that earlier. Like his leg gets blown off, but he could still move because now he's like part of the exoskeleton. But yeah, it just goes crazy. How does do they finally end up killing him? I cannot remember.
You can't kill Screwface.
Shit,
Screwface have 2 heads and 4 eyes.
Because Kurt like lets them out, right? And that's when all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
It's just it's fucking insanity. And then I don't remember if they actually end up killing him or not.
Now,
he gives
I don't remember.
He gives Riverman the coin back to help them
right,
get away from the
Mardi
other.
Gras
right. Riverman also retains some of his memory because there's a scene earlier with a Mardi Gras coin, and Riverman gives it to Kurt, and it's pay it forward. Like, you do something nice for somebody, give the coin to them, blah 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 blah. He gives the coin back to Riverman and says, "Open the gate." And
kind of a dick move, really. Dude already did you a favor. Now you're giving him his coin back.
2 favors.
Do you another fucking favor.
2 favors, and this guy is more supportive of you than your dad.
Mighty whitey, you Kurt.
It is truly. They do get out, but this is something I missed here. So we get the scene where Kurt's dad confronts Kurt and Julie
Yeah.
And Kurt says, our road ends here. Did she bite Kurt, or did Kurt get bitten?
One of the fucking zombies.
Somebody else, yeah.
Kurt did get bitten. Okay.
Yeah, he got bit. Oh, yeah, he got bit.
I didn't fall asleep on that part. I missed it. It was just so much shit going on.
Yeah, one of the zombies was coming, they were trying to get through a door, and one of the zombies was coming, and it just got his arm. It got his forearm.
Am I imagining, did any of you guys see a zombie that looked kind of like that fat Cenobite?
I did. Oh, the Butterball guy?
Yeah.
I did not notice.
I swear I got a flash of a zombie that looked just like him.
I don't remember the second Return of the Living Dead very well. But
they're
obviously
just normal zombies.
And the first one, they're just normal zombies. This one, they're all...
They're very Brian Usna movies, fucking From Beyond, Society. They're very... I would have... If you had asked me without me knowing who did the effects, I would have said Screaming Mad George, because it's just like his type of effects, like those crazy looking zombies that he makes, and the crazy looking shit he made for Society. Yeah, it's very Brian Usna.
Yeah. So Manster, he tells his dad that the road ends there. The dad's like, no. And how does everything end up here, Manster?
Where we belong, I believe.
Yeah.
They have a big kiss, right? And then just like in the original, they do the self immolation thing where they burn themselves up in the furnace.
That's it.
Nope.
That's it.
That's it. Game over. Done. Movie's over.
1993's Return of the Living Dead 3. Again, thank you, Mark, for being a Pint Insider, and thank you for giving us this movie to talk about. We don't talk about the box office in these episodes, but we do talk about our favorite kill. It's favorite kill time, kids.
I've been trick-or-treated to death tonight. You don't know what death is.
All right, I'll go first. Even though it's kind of off camera, I'm going to go with the spine head. That's just awesome. Just that she comes out of that room and just is dragging him by his head, and he's just a spine with a head on top of it. Manster, what do you got?
I love the spine head, too. That was the best. But if you're going to say my favorite zombie, the Korean guy when he comes out of the van.
Yeah, that's good. That's good too.
But the kill wasn't great. He was just shot.
Well, I kind of
shot and eaten.
That's my favorite kill.
There you go, Larry. I considered it because it's you know what it is? It's very Night of the Living Dead 68, where the innocent guy gets fucking shot in the head, and very possibly because he's a minority. It's terrible.
That's right.
It's awful. All right, let's rate this fucking thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
0 to 5, 0 being the worst thing ever, 5 being the best thing ever, quarter and half scale optional. Larry, what are we doing this one on?
That's got to be Brains. I mean, Brains. I know they're not as big an item in this one as they are in the first two, but it's Return of the Living Dead. It's Brains.
All right, Larry. We usually go to you last. I'm going to go to you first on this one, so we don't talk about all the stuff you want to talk about, which happens sometimes. What do you got for this one?
Well, the first thing, the scientists in this movie are literally like the worst engineers ever, aren't they? They see a zombie and they're like, hey, you know what this guy needs? He needs to be a forklift. Like building a super aggressive Swiss Army knife or something. Like, it's a really, I don't know who would see these things and be like, I think these have military applications.
Right.
Not really. The tone of this movie, obviously completely different than the tone of the first movie, and the tone of the second movie. The second movie kind of picks up where the first one left off. Not as funny, characters not as interesting, but still same vein as the first movie. This is a hard right. This is a completely different turn. You go from the punk rock aspect of the first movie to the sort of grunge aspect of this movie. And it's kind of, just like you said that they were planning on doing, like a zombie Romeo and Juliet, star trashed lovers or whatever the fuck that is. But it is entertaining. The effects are fucking very good. Watchability, you know what? I'm going to watch it again. I probably haven't seen 3, probably in about 20 years, if I had to guess. I don't own 3, but I will watch it again. I had fun. Owen came down and plopped down with me for a little bit and was like, what the weirdness is going on? I was like, I don't know, man. But I was like, it's all happening, plus Screwface. it's always a winner for me. If you can put Screwface in a movie, I'm good. And he was basically, like I said before, Marlon Brando in this fucking movie. The dude brought the house down with the acting. I enjoyed it. I will rewatch it. Is it as good as the first one? Of course not. But it's fun. Yuzna did a good job. I'll go three brains on Return of the Living Dead Part 3.
Master, what do you give it?
I gave it a 3 brains as well. I was going to say pretty much all the same things. You expected a campy, funny punk rock zombies, but you get angsty emo zombies. That's okay with Romeo and Juliet mixed in. Was it the right thing to do with this movie? I don't know, but I did not hate it. I didn't hate it. I'd never seen this in my life. I'm not ever wholly interested in sequels anyway. Never had any interest in ever watching it, but I'm glad I did. I like how they dealt with the insatiable hunger aspect and the cutting and the pain and all that. I tell you, I've had like eczema and itch so bad that I just wanted to fucking scratch my skin off. So I totally get that would be a thing for like making like another feeling go away. So I get it, and I was there for it. The effects are great. Except for a couple times when they weren't great, but they were mostly great. How about when the Spinehead stuck his head through? Like first it was the guy's real head, but then it went away and it came back and it was the head on a stick. It was
head on a rod. Yeah,
that was good. But it was all pretty good, and I loved Riverman. And I actually felt bad for his final exoskeleton transformation. Because I liked him and I didn't want to see him like that.
He does nothing but help out and gets fucked hard for it. He doesn't even want to be around Julie. He's like, not her, me and you, we'll go. Like, I'll manage your band. I'll get you a drum kit. We'll figure this out. Riverman will figure everything out. And he gets fucking killed. And then he gets fucking the indignity of becoming a exoskeleton zombie.
Right.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. So I enjoyed this movie. I really did not expect to. I expected to really hate it or just be like indifferent to it. But yeah, 3 out of 5 brains. I think that's pretty good.
All right. I'm a little lower. I'm a 2.75. Great effects. The effects are awesome in this movie. And it's all practical stuff, right? 1993, low budget, $2 million. So what they do, the look, as Larry said, like, I know he was joking, but like, I'm surprised at horror conventions. I can't remember seeing this as a cosplay thing, because it lends itself to that. It's a very memorable look. I read that Brian Yuzna said he wanted to do this movie because he felt like he made Bride of Reanimator a few years prior, and he felt like he never got to showcase the bride as much as he wanted to. So he wanted to create a female character with a unique look that was used a little bit more. And it's only for like maybe a 10-minute period of the movie, but it's very memorable. Like when she comes out of that like little side door there after she, when she comes out to take care of everybody, it's cool. It's very much like a Batman reveal moment. You see all the stuff going through her skin and everything. It's goofy as shit. The military and the scientists, as Larry said, are the worst at their jobs ever.
Yeah, they're terrible.
The last thing is it suffers a little bit because it is a third or a second sequel to a classic, like to an absolute classic. So no matter how good a sequel could be, you're always kind of thinking of the original to a point, and nothing touches the first Return of the Living Dead, which, I've said it before. Lloyd was always a fan. I had never seen it till Larry showed it years ago. Got to it late, but it's incredible. It's a great zombie movie. So I'm going to go with a 2.75. But Mark, thank you for bringing this one to us. And it was a lot of fun to talk about. Manster, tell everybody where they can find us.
You can find us at the Strand Theater in Seymour, Connecticut. You can find us at Pho Bar in Berlin.
Yes.
The Archive in Bridgeport, at Bad Sons Brewery.
Weirdo Wonderland.
Weirdo Wonderland. You can find us in lots of other random places. You might be lucky enough to find us. Never mind. Forget it.
Oh, that's our private time.
Yeah, that's his private time.
That's private.
You don't want to find us there. But yeah, that's where you can find us.
All right.
Come out sometime. Join us.
Yeah. We just went out last weekend and with our buddies from Forgotten Cinema and our buddy Chris Frodell, we went to what was that place?
New
Asylum.
Asylum.
It is a brewery in Newtown, which I'd never been to before.
Yeah.
And it was a mental hospital?
I think so.
And the brewery is in the library?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
I like that. You never been
not in Fairfield Hills, right? Fairfield Hills Mental Asylum?
Maybe.
That's
I don't.
Newtown?
That's in Newtown, but I don't think
Maybe it is.
It was a
brewery.
It was a whole
Have you
campus.
never been to the Cave Comics?
Yeah, I've never been to Newtown.
Oh wow, it's been a while.
I've never been there.
But
I've
was
even
a great
been there.
place. Yeah,
And I can tell you why. It's like we live in Connecticut. You can't drive more than an hour to get out of it. It was like a 3-hour drive to get there. You know, it didn't help that the night we went, it was like fucking pouring. It was like terrible outside.
Cave is that's Rob Caprolosi's place. He's been going there since he was a little kid.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Yep.
All right, Larry, what do you have coming up? This is the month of June, remember. We've already passed by your last double feature. Do we have a Freak Out Friday this month?
Yeah, we do. Actually coming up really soon, Friday, June 26th. June being, the end of the school year, we're gonna do a slasher. We're gonna do Graduation Day.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yes, you have. You've seen it on a watch party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, I figured, end of school year. Let's throw the Graduation Day slasher on there. So that should be a good time.
That is Six Flags Day for me and my kids.
Oh, Six Flags?
Yeah, we're going to Six Flags that day.
Jersey, New England?
New England, the old Riverside Park.
The old Riverside Park.
Oh, Riverside.
Yep, I missed the Black Widow and all the fun ones from those days.
Remember when it was just called The Loop?
I do. Yep. It was like orange.
Yeah, they painted a couple different. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're all black, and it was the Black Widow. And,
yep.
And then you go on the rotor, the thing that spun around and sticks.
Yeah.
That's not there anymore.
You didn't live unless you went to Riverside and got one of those things that, remember the little keychain that like you looked in it and you could see the picture?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, if you go back to like 1987 to like 95 probably, everybody in New England had one of those little keychains on their thing. Yeah, I had one. It was me
you
and
had
my
to look
friends.
up at the sun to see it or some light source.
Yeah. And I never went, but the race park up there.
I was just going to say, back in the early days, I had the race park there.
Yeah.
I never went to it either. I had no care for that. I just want to go on the rides. I was always a roller coaster guy. When
Riverside was awesome too because like you could just go on a Saturday night and get in.
Yeah, it was so close. Yeah,
I remember after Riverside closed and it became Six Flags. Me and Lindsay went one time on like a weekday. It opened and it was like a Thursday, and it was like to get in. It was like it went from being like you could just get in to now it's Six Flags and it's like fuck off. You're gonna wait in line all day and it's gonna be a trillion people there and every ride's a line. And I never went back because I was like, fuck this place. Like,
yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. All right, that's it for us. Master, say the words.
See ya.
Brains.
Frank, we are leaving!